I could not be more excited about this. It premieres on Netflix tomorrow, July 10th. Of course, my next guest is the best receiver in the NFL, six-time Pro Bowler, three-time first-team All-Pro, and one of the stars, if not the star, of this new Netflix series, Receiver, coming out. Congrats on it, Davante Adams. Always good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Are you excited about this? I feel like you play things a little close to the vest. You let your work speak for you. What made you want to be part of this experience?
It was a little bit of a different one. It definitely took a little bit of convincing and encouraging from some of my peers and my wife and a couple other my friends, but it seemed like a cool opportunity, man. It's a little bit out of what like you said, I don't usually have my face in the camera unless it's, I have my uniform on solely. So to be able to be a part of something like this where it's a little bit of a peek inside the, behind the scenes and my private life, which I really don't give a lot of access to, even on social media. So to be able to let people know how I deal with my kids, my family, and a little bit of what goes on in the behind the scenes at the Raiders facility, a little bit seemed like a cool opportunity. So couldn't pass up on it.
It's going to be amazing. I love the clips that we're seeing so far. If you were to guess, what's the moment, the Davante Adams chapter of Netflix Receiver that is going to be talked about the most?
Well, it depends. I think it kind of goes two ways, right? Because you got the people that are very fascinated in my personal life, and then you got the ones that are more, fixated on the football life, where there was obviously a lot of drama this year. So it's gonna be some good TV either way. You'll get the full uncut version of me, which is how I wanted it to be. I told these guys, I said, look, the only way I'm doing this is if this is 100% just gonna be, me, and no gimmicks, no funny business.
Wow.
I don't want you trying to set agendas, anything. I'm gonna get on the sideline. I'm gonna talk how I normally talk. If you don't like what, you don't want to put that on the Netflix series, you cut that out. But all you're gonna get is just me 100% the whole way. And if any other guys want to get on there and they want to be more Hollywood or TV, and they can do that for themselves. But my portion is gonna be all about me and staying authentic and true to who I am. So I think it'll be good. I think everybody will really enjoy it.
Netflix Receiver. Guys, everybody can check it out starting tomorrow, streaming on Netflix. It's very, very exciting. And I hope there's a lot of girl dadding. Like, you're a Hall of Fame girl dad. And so to watch you and your beautiful wife, Davante, and those girls and all the work that you put in at home, I'm most excited to see that. But I also hope that we have eyes in the locker room for this one. Take me to this play. Please walk me through it. One of my favorite from last year. 42 zip on the Chargers already in the third, and you went for the throat.
Yeah. We did. At this point, well, funny part was the week before this, we put up, I want to say 0 points. We lost 3-0 to the Vikings, and then we had a short week and then had to turn it around. And I actually had got the flu like 2 days before that. So that was the flu game for me. And just like MJ put up 63, we went out there and put up 63 and had a little bit of fun in Allegiant. So it was a good time.
It was the double pass, Aiden to Jacoby, you for the score. You were up, like I said, 42 zip. You're saying it's your flu game, 8 for 101, and that score. How responsible do you feel for the entire Chargers team giving up on their coach in this game?
Well, I don't know if it was just that game, because if you look at the numbers, and I'm only doing this honestly because I think it was a little trend a little bit ago where, few of the social media pages were posting some funny stuff of, when the schedule was releasing. So they posted me and then like a trash can or something like that, the Chargers did. So I thought about responding on social media to it and being funny there, but I figured it'd be better to, just beat their head in real life and continue doing it the way, because my first game against them, I don't know, they clearly forgot.
Yeah,
it was
you
like
played
10 catches, 141 yards and a touchdown. And then the next time, that same year, it was like 177 yards and, 2 touchdowns, I think it was that game. So I just wanted to kind of remind them what they've been going through as it pertains to playing against me. And hopefully the people that made that post, because it's not the players' fault. They didn't have anything to do with the post, but this is directed strictly toward the Chargers social media page. Please keep my name out your mouth and show some.
Take notes to the Chargers social media team on that, but you're going to, wow. See, I feel like, are you in this new era where you're just letting it fly and opening up more? Because I was not expecting that. Davante, I feel like you're at this point of your career where you're just letting it fly.
I am. I'm
Good for you.
they treat me like an old man, so I'm gonna just act like, because old men, they don't think, they just say whatever, whatever they feel. So that's how my grandpa is, at least. So I'm just trying to be the old man that they want me to be.
Well, good luck week 1 at SoFi. Raiders taking on the Chargers in one of 2 bouts, at least, which will be amazing. That was one of my favorite plays. You had an insane game, and a lot of it had to do, I think that was like a moment that you needed. You're saying following a game that wasn't great. And then Antonio Pierce comes in amid all the ups and downs and the drama. And I really noticed in your sound bites, there was a real change in how you spoke about not just him, really about everything that started to evolve for a happier version of Davante Adams, which makes me happy. What is the one quality about Pierce that you value personally the most?
There's a lot, but if I had to choose one, I love a coach that really knows how to coach each individual player. Sometimes coaching everybody the same is not what you should do. You got to coach them fairly, but you treat guys, according to, how what they've earned and what they deserve, and also, what makes them best as a player. So if you have a guy that's going to, cower up if you yell at him, then as a being a good coach, sometimes you got to kind of tweak the way you approach them and do that. And he's really good with that. So really open communicator and doesn't let his pride get in the way, and it makes it really easy to work with him and figure out solutions, which is why we were able to bounce back, after putting up a goose egg against the Vikings and then play a few days later and go up and put up 60 some odd points. So when you have a coach like that that's willing to listen and work with you, it makes everything a lot better.
Yeah, you were a really vocal supporter of him getting the gig. I'm curious about how important he is to your happiness. If he didn't get the job, how would you be feeling about the 2024 Raiders?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be feeling as good as I do now. That's for sure. He's the type of guy that I really enjoy, speaking to, working with. So, I basically tried to do everything that I could to make it to where, the front office didn't have any other choice. I talked to Mark Davis. We had dinners and sat down, and I expressed to him how much it meant to me and how much it meant to the rest of the team.
Wow.
And the other part of it is I really didn't even need to do all that. I just wanted to make sure that, I didn't leave any stone unturned. I just wanted to approach it, come in and say, hey, I'm fully stamping this. The proof is in the pudding. You see the difference of when we made the change, how the players feel, how hard they played, the results you got on the field. Everything was a million times better. So I was really just trying to put the icing on the cake, just to with the help of some other players. Josh was vocal about it as well. And obviously he's no longer with us, but he was the same. Max, we all kind of took the same approach where, we kind of said, look, if he's not going to be here, we're not sure about our future here either. So just to make sure that it was taken seriously, and thank God it worked.
Josh, who you mentioned, no longer there, but he was in the news. I feel like he's always in the news after saying something. But he told the media about a text that he sent asking if you were thinking about returning to the Packers, saying yesterday it was a joke. What would you like to say?
Yeah, that was true. He did send that over, and I mean, Josh is one of my best friends, man. He's first of all, he's hilarious. People don't know how funny he is. It was definitely a joke, but it was one of those jokes where he was serious, because he definitely would like that. But I told him, "You go ahead and hold it down, and I'm gonna hold it down over here. I don't think I'll be coming back over there. Never know what's going to happen if
Whoa,
they
whoa,
ship."
whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, that's why I say if they ship me off, then there's not much I could do about
Yeah.
it. But I'm a Raider, so nobody got to worry about that.
What was it like watching this Green Bay team at the end of last season? Because you spoke a few months ago, you said you don't regret the decision in leaving, and you shouldn't. You can't look in the past. But I also think if you were on that squad, they would have beaten the Niners last year.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe I've been on that. I've been on a squad with Aaron Rodgers, and we didn't beat the Niners a couple times. You can never be too sure. It's hard to say. I love to think that me being on the team would have helped that, but it was a lot of fun, man. It was fun beating them, obviously, early in the year. That meant a lot to me. Unfortunately, I just hurt my shoulder the week before that, so I wasn't able to contribute the way that I would have liked. But it was definitely good getting that victory. Good watching Jordan kind of develop over the course of the year, because when we played him pretty early, he was still kind of having some hiccups and trying to discover exactly the best way to do it for himself. So to see how he ended up at the end of that year and, gaining all that respect which is well deserved. I'm really happy for him. You can see it now this offseason. The approach he's taken, talking to some of the other players. He's got a lot of confidence going into this upcoming season. So it's going to be fun to watch him.
You mentioned Aaron Rodgers, so I got to ask you about him. He was looking healthy, slinging it all over the place in OTAs, no pads, we'll see how it goes. Are the Jets, in your eyes, a Super Bowl contender with Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, any team that has Aaron Rodgers and, especially a defense like what they have, not to mention the playmakers that, running back, receiver, they got a little bit of everything, man. They remind me a lot of the Raiders, honestly. So when you put a quarterback like him, under center, any team is a Super Bowl contender. So not sure if that answers the question, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers can turn. I'm not gonna say any teams because I'm getting in trouble, but trying not to let it fly too much today. But yeah, he's got the ability to turn any team around. So definitely having him present this year, it'll give them some good chances. Hopefully they don't win it because that'll mean that I didn't. But I'm wishing them nothing but luck.
You two are boys, a lot of love for each other. You went to the Derby together. We see the pictures on the Instagram. Are you telling me he's not getting in your ear and saying, "Hey, I want to play with you again"?
Oh, he's in that ear, that's for sure. He's in the ear, but it's not as easy as it. Obviously we can get together and talk about the old times and potential of doing this and that. But like I said, I'm a Raider, so and he knows that. So we'll maybe in the next lifetime.
I'd like to see it. We'll see when that next lifetime comes. In the meantime, you have like 1 million records I wanted to just give love to as we end here. This season might be the year of Davante Adams. You're the star of Receiver on Netflix, which airs tomorrow, but you're also 5 receiving touchdowns away from cracking the top 10 all time. You could crack the top 20 in receptions, and with another 1,000-yard season, you can pass Calvin Johnson on the all-time receiving yards list. Which is most important to you?
Well, I'll take any of them. You put me in those playoffs, man. Just give me a chance to be in the dance, and
Yeah.
I'll take any of them. Hopefully, all of them, because 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, I'm averaging almost 10 a year on my career. So I think if I'm healthy, I should be able to get 5 at least. And as long as I'm contributing enough to us, being able to win football games.
Yeah.
Y'all, believe it or not, that's what I attribute a lot of my success to, is just being locked in the moment. Having my focus on scoring. The reason why I want to get in the end zone so much is because that means I'm taking care of my peeps, and I'm to do that. Colton Miller's not getting paid to score a touchdown now, so I am. So if I get in a bunch of times, then that means that we're doing a pretty good job on offense.
Davante, you might score 5 touchdowns against the Chargers week 1. Let's be honest here.
I might. We'll see.
And I hope you do. You have a Hall of Fame career. You're a Hall of Fame guy, Hall of Fame dad, all of that. We're going to be seeing more of you, which we're so excited to get a peek into your life. Thank you for doing it and signing up for it. We cannot wait as fans to see you on Receiver on Netflix, premiering tomorrow, July 10th, only on Netflix. Good luck, give him hell, and you'll get to the dance one way or the other, I have a feeling.
No doubt. Thank you.
Bye, Davante. Good to see you always. Good luck.